Hi, welcome back to towel weaving time with Jane. It's becoming a habit. Here we are for towel number 3, and this time I've done a sketch. I don't know if you can see this stuff so well. Gosh, when we look at these little videos after it happens, we notice that the quality is just kind of sucks. But anyway, apparently we spoke to a couple people and they said that Facebook is streaming things live with a lower quality of video, and so that could possibly be why it's not looking so hot. Anyway, there's nothing we can do about it. This is the graphic for today. I have my warp laid out here, and I'm going to work with 3 inches and 5 inches, 2 numbers from the Fibonacci numerical series. And yesterday we left out green completely. I just felt so badly for it last night. So today we're going to weave 3 inches of black for our hem and our first square down here. That'll give us our first little black square here. Then we're going to weave 5 inches of green. Then we're going to alternate a 4 and 4 pick sequence of black and green. 5 inches of green, another alternating 4 and 4 of black and green, green, and 3 inches of black. So it's going to give us another completely different looking towel on this wonderful warp. Before I get too far in though, I want to show someone who asked me a question about yesterday. Someone asked me a question about jump the bump and dive the dip, which is this little thing I say all the time. When you end up with 2 shuttles on the same side, when your shuttles are on the same side, there's this thing that you have to do so that your outside edge thread, your selvage thread, doesn't get kicked out of the game. Sometimes you'll be weaving along when you're doing alternating dark light or weaving log cabin, or you have 2 shuttles always on one side, and all of a sudden you notice that you're losing one of your selvage threads, that he's been kicked out of the game. So this is what, that hasn't happened to us because my shuttles were always on opposite sides. They never ended up on the same side. So I want to address this to that lady, and I forgot your name, sweetie pie, but I'm thinking of you, just to show you what that means. Okay, so I'm going to do a little testaroonie here first, or a setup. I'm going to throw a green. I'm going to throw a black, and maybe with these 2, with the strong contrast, we'll be able to see it. And I'm just starting this on the same side so that they're both here. What do? Okay, so I've thrown that pick, I've beat, I change my shed. My next pick has to be with green because I'm alternating them. They're both on this side, so what do? Well, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. I demonstrate this so beautifully in the online guild, all of these little things. But when I say dive the dip, the green thread has to go beyond this black thread. And right now, this thread is diving down. And it's diving down because the outermost edge thread is laying on top of it. It's down. So we need to dive the dip. I say that this is dipping. So then this guy has to come under here and dive under him and go in. And when he does that, he holds this little black feller up in the air, brings him back up in the air. Okay, so that is dive the dip. Then we do another pick of our black. We don't have to worry about anything because it's all locked in. Now, Elizabeth, you're going to have to come over to this side and we'll see what's happening here. So the next thing that has to happen is, and this warp has an uneven number of threads in it, I do believe. Oh no, it's up. This is now presenting kind of like it has a little bump. And that's because this thread is sitting on top of the outermost edge thread. So it's a bump, so I'm going to jump it. So that's the jump the bump. Wait a minute, hold on, change your shed. I didn't change my shed. There's a way better bump. Oh my God. Oh my God, what am I doing? There we go. See, look at it. It's saying I'm a bump. So jump that bump. There we go. Get you out of the way. And we've caught it. So our outer edge selvage thread gets caught in. So back to this side. Don't have to worry about anything here. Now we come back to the other side. And what's happening? This thread is just diving right down. You can see it's diving down because the outermost edge thread is sitting on top of it, pushing it down. So you got to help it up, help it back into the game, go underneath it, support it, give it all the moral support it needs, and there. So we dove under because it was dipping, dive the dip, and then on this side, I got a bump. It's forming as a bump right there. You can see it's proud standing up, and it's standing up because the outermost edge thread is up, pushing it up. So I'm going to jump it. I'm going to jump the bump. And that's what you have to do when you end up with shuttles on the same side. But if they're on opposite sides all the time, it's never an issue. Okay, so that little lesson is over. I'm not taking that out, but it's not part of the design. So I am going to throw 2 more picks of my divider thread so we can get started. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you see it. It's so hard when the quality of the video isn't what we're used to. The videos for the Online Guild, we have these mega $1 million cameras and professional cameramen, and everything looks so great. So I apologize for this, but what can you do? All right, I'm going to start my pattern, which was 3 inches of black. Get that off there before it falls on your face. And here I go, tucking my tail into my black border. And off to the races we go. Getting my posture right, I just moved forward on my bench, sucked in my lovely little belly, and I'm pulling up and over the loom. So I'm getting that posture in. Line right off the bat. It is another absolutely gorgeous day on Salt Spring. I hope that no matter where you are, if you're watching this, that you're well coping. We're so lucky in so many ways. All right, there's my black ending. I'm going to just do that overlap in that same shed. Gosh, it's right at the edge anyway. There. Caught in. I'll never see that join. Pretty darn close to 3 inches. Whoa, right on. I'm so good at that. I know my 3 inches and my 5 inches. I was just joking. I wasn't bragging. Okay, so now I'm starting my first solid green block. So this is going to be a nice, big, fat, juicy green square in the middle. Green is such a beautiful color. So I'm getting my solid in the center, and I'm getting my stripes up the side. Whoops. Oh, they caught on my stick. Come here, get off of there. Don't you just hate it when that happens? To advance. Oh, it's too far. Too close. My paper away while I'm there. Okay, so I'm watching this square develop. No, I'm looking at this now and I'm thinking, oh, why didn't I put 4 picks of purple around it? I'll do that on the center one. That would be another way to weave the next towel, is to just weave it all in green and put square this, make a square of green and put purple on either side and another square of green and purple on either side. That would look really pretty. So we're getting close to our 5 inches, I can tell. 5 inches by, bang on, 5 inches. One more pick. Oh, no, and now I'm going to go into my black. My alternating sequence of black. So the green is on this side. I'm making sure I start the black on the other side, going back to a 4x4. And now I'll never have to worry about that jump the bone, try the dip stuff, because my shovels are on opposite sides. If I had started both of these on the same side, then I'd have to deal with that all the time. Well, whenever I brought one color up. Oh, look at this. This is going to be so nice. The green stripe. Green and black stripes. I love love it. Oh, now I knew something was wrong because they're both on the same side. I did 5 because I was so busy looking, not counting. All right. One of the joys that comes from making a warp that has good bones. This is a warp that has good bones. It's got lots of interest in the design, in the division of space, in the graphic. And if you make a warp, design a warp that has good bones, those are the warps that you're always so sad when they're over, because those bones give you idea after idea after idea. Getting a real interesting little check in here. I'm getting my strong contrast of the green and the black in the center. Down here I have my vertical stripes. Pretty cool. Getting pretty close to that 5 inches. So I'm going to do one more repeat. This will be my last green. Sequence and my last black. Break my black off. I don't need him for now. And carry on and do my green square. Oops. I'm leaving. Yesterday's towel took half an hour to weave, so that's not very long. You can do 2 towels in a day. Oh, goodness me. As long as you're paying attention to your body, stop when it hurts. I advise all younger weavers to do that. Listen to yourself. I didn't. I pay for it now. All right. So in that last ½ inch or so, I'm starting to get spinning of my bobbin. And that's because the bobbin is weighing less now. So I'm going to just adapt my technique a tiny little bit so that it doesn't spin as it goes through the shed. And this is a really good tip for linen. If people are weaving with linen, linen is like wire. And so when you throw it, the bobbin spins inside as it goes through. Your linen all comes up and then gets wrapped around the edge of your bobbin or the shaft of the rod. Drives you crazy. So here's a technique to stop that from happening. You draw out a little bit more so that the weft that's required to go across here is already off the bobbin before you throw your shuttle. So there's no spinning there. So I'm drawing off a little bit. So that's an adaptation to my technique. And it's happening just because the bobbin is so empty. It's got no weight to it anymore. So just extend your arm a little bit further and then that doesn't happen. If you can't extend your arm further, you could do this. Pull it off that way. Throw, beat, pull it off that way. If you got bad shoulders or something. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's 5. Couple more. So, can you believe that was that? No, that was our first. We did 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15. Gosh, this is the halfway point. We're past the halfway point. It seems to be going super fast today. Oh wait, I didn't have to break this because I'm going into my black. So you know what I'll do? I'm gonna just pretend. I'll do 1 more pick of green. No one will know. And I'm doing that overlap thing. I brought it up to the top this time. And now I'll start my black on this side. Tuck its tail. And back to my 4x4. It's going to be so much fun when we pull all these off. All 12 towels are going to be different. We have 1 more plain weave towel tomorrow. And after I weave that towel, I'm going to cut off these first 4 plain weaves. And I'm going to reslay this a little closer. It's 18 ends per inch right now, but I'll cut it off. Reslay it to 20 ends per inch, and then I'm going to change the tie-up to a 2-2 twill. And we'll weave some of the towels in 2-2 twill. Cut this back a little bit, rather unruly. Another green bobbin. think we need one more black stripe, but let's check. Yep. Because I had my graphic all mapped out before I started, I haven't had to do as much measuring as I have the other 2 days. Because I'm just leaving 5 inches and 3 inches, so pretty easy. My shuttle got away from me. The things that happen to you. Oh. That was good. I had a friend once who was weaving by a window and their shuttle went right out the window. It would be so much fun to make up some weaving bloopers, you know, all these crazy things that happen that they make me laugh. I often dream of making things even funnier. Good to laugh. Okay. Oh, just 2 more picks. Here's my green. I'm going to do my last 3 inches of black, and there we have another dowel. Day 3. Well, not day 3. What is it? Day 6, maybe? Of doing this. Day 5. Had to figure that out. We made a warp. We dressed the loom. We slayed it and wove a towel. 2nd towel, 3rd towel. Yep. We had a couple of really nice posts yesterday from, I think it was Jane, put on a warp. She hadn't put on a warp for so long, but this inspired her to put on a warp. So way to go, Jane. Another Jane. I hope this might be inspiring others as well. about dropping the shuttle. And when Julia Child dropped the chicken on the floor, I washed it off. Oh my God, that was so brilliant. Okay, I think we have 3 inches. Do we? Oh, I got carried away. I went 1, 2, 3. I got 4 too many picks. Oh, every week. It doesn't matter, but here, you're going to see a little fussy side of me. I tell you none of these things really matter, but look at this. I'm taking them out. It'll just make the hemming easier if both sides are the same. I won't have so much extra. Oops. Okay, so there. That is our 3 inches. And I'll put in my 2 thicker picks so that we're ready for tomorrow. To see what we'll do for our 4th plain leaf towel before we change her up. I'll think about it. Don't tuck those tails because this is my divider. So there, that was pretty fast, pretty painless, lots of fun. And this is going to be an interesting towel. Lots of vertical stripes, lots of horizontal stripes, smaller amounts of 4x4 check. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you tomorrow. We'll come back at the same time at 1 o'clock. And if you have any questions, I'll go back to the studio and answer them right now. Okay, have a great day.